Hello. Welcome to this live stream. This live stream is on Thursday, May 28th, 2020. And it is 9:05:39 p.m. Central Daylight Time. So, we are currently streaming. I am currently sitting in a chair wearing a purple shirt with the Fruit Gushers logo on it. I am not sponsored. And I'm drinking a mellow yellow. So, oh, my watch is on. Wonderful. What's the battery at on my watch? 90%. Put that on the charger. Hello everyone. I'm getting a Eureka the Boss, the bag in front one. Nice. Hyvion Bullock says hello. Craig LeBrick says hi everyone, how are you? Braden D says darn, I'm going live too. Oh, that's okay. I can stop the stream if you want. Loading says hi. Large Map Pass says hello. Buster8249 says first, and he actually is first, which is good. John Furby YT Backup says hi. Buster1849 says, have you gotten a chance to work on the DC-15 yet? I've had the chance to, but I haven't done it yet. Does a 1240 Bissell Helix work? No, it does not. It is broken. The motor caught on fire, and I haven't uploaded that video yet. I don't know why it caught on fire. All I did was hit the motor with a golf club. Well, I'm going to go since I was planning to go live, so bye. Goodbye. Braden, do you want me to stop streaming? I can stop streaming if you want. I don't mind. I was only streaming because people wanted me to stream. Andres and Andres, the Windows Vista guy, says, no, is that Windows 7? Yeah, it's Windows 7. Windows 7 guy says, how's it going, my dude? Hello. Vacuum Dude says, hey. Craig LeBreak says, hello, folks. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. I was about to just leave my cup on the table and then start drinking it, but I realized that I would be just out of frame and it probably looked like something else. No, don't stop streaming. Okay, let's have a vote. Do you want me to stream or do you want me to not stream? I was at the grocery store. I think I saw a commercial version of a Hoover Foldaway. Cool. I'm gonna buy the Sanitaire soon. And a Powerlifter pet bagged. Okay, we have 1 vote for not stream. 4 votes for stream. Alright. Well, we have 1 person said not to stream and 4 other people said stream. But, my 5 people. But my streams are determined by the Electoral College, not the popular vote. So, no, I'm just kidding. Mine is popular vote. So, since we have more people say stream, I'll keep streaming. Did you see my new video? I've never watched any of your videos. Sorry, I really should. I just keep forgetting to. Yeah, Intelitech, did you know that Bissell owns Sanitaire? Of course I did. That's why I'm buying a Sanitaire, because I'm buying the one that's basically just a Bissell. Because I like the color, and I want to try it with the metal handle. I'm either getting that, or I'm going to get the Powerlifter pet bagged. I'm not quite sure. Should I get the Powerlifter pet bagged, or should I get that new Bissell bag Sanitaire? If I buy the Powerlifter pet bag, it's $82, and if I buy the Sanitaire, it's $130. So, what did you think? You mean, what do I think? Because I still have it. What do I think of the Bissell 2191U? It's good. It's not as good as a turbo, but it's good. It exists. I prefer the bagged and the turbo, but it's fine. I like the purple color on mine. Which sanitary pistol are you getting? The bagged one. So the one that's basically the same as the bagged Power Force. I mean, it is it is a bagged Power Force. It's just a Bissell Big Green commercial with a different color scheme and a metal handle. You get both when they have the time. No, I'm gonna get both eventually. I'm just trying to decide which one to get first. I still have the Dirt Devil Breeze that I never unboxed. I probably should just take that back. I really don't need it. And get some vacuums I actually want. I believe you should go with the Sanitaire. Yeah, no one's done a video on the Sanitaire. I will get both at some point. Now that I got that DC-18 for free, which is behind me. You can't see it. Now that I got that DC-18 for free, since I got that for free, I'm going to fix it up. Hopefully make it not smell like dog feces anymore. And resell it. And once I resell it, I should be able to hopefully get like, you know, $80 out of it. And if I do, then I'll be able to, you know, buy both of them. I got a song stuck in my head from the Target commercial from 2017. The foot release of my 71Y7V from 2012 gave out today. Oh, that's not good. Well, they're easy to replace. It's just a matter of finding the part, which you can still find them if you look for them in the right place. The foot releases are all the same on all the bag Power Forces up until the 1398. Sanitaire are expensive. It's only $130. So the Sanitaire is 130, the Powerlifter is 83. So it's the Sanitaire is $50 more, basically. So yeah, I think I'm getting the Powerlifter first. I'm conflicted. Should I look for a Fury or a DC-25? I don't care. I don't know. Also, I got Wendy's again. But unfortunately, there is no Panda Express near me, so I have no way of eating Chinese food right now, which sucks. But the good news is I think stuff is starting to open back up in like a week or two, so it's almost over. Well, it's not over, but it's almost we're almost the full lockdown quarantine is almost over. Should I look for a Fury or DC-25? Try to get both. I have a Fury. I'm going to be selling my 10-amp Fury at some point, probably. So, if you can't find a Fury, I may be able to sell you my Fury. That's depressing. Yeah. What, the lack of Chinese food? Yeah, that's depressing. Fuck, I just stepped on a stupid-ass peanut. And now there's peanut crumbs all over my floor, which is annoying. Anyways. Oh, geez, that's cray. Yeah. Also, sorry if I'm, like, really slow. Since I literally just had Wendy's and I ate way too much, I'm, like, a little bit kind of bloated. So if I sound drunk, that's why. I'm not actually drunk or anything. I'm food drunk. Is that what you would call it? Food drunk? Yeah, I'm food drunk. So if I'm a little bit slower, that's why. I'm not as exuberant as I normally am, and that's just because I'm trying not to move too much. So, yeah. Damn, Panda sounds so bomb right now. Right? Panda sounds so bomb. I'm 17, I'm going to be 18 in July. I'm 19, I'm going to be 20 in less than a month. So, I'll be moving on to the next decade of my life. Yeah. What are we talking about age for? I don't know. One person just said, I think one person said they're 12. Then everyone else just started saying their age for some reason. I don't know why. Got a lot of younger people in here. 12, 15, 13, 11. Yeah. 17, 18, 21. Yeah, Craig's the oldest one here. And I'm pretty close. I'm almost 20. Anyways, so I think I'm gonna grab the power lifter, since I've been recommending it left and right, but I haven't done a review on it. So, hey, Inteltech Studios. Hello, Brene Saunders. Saunders, right? Not Sanders. I'm pretty sure it's Saunders. Geez, y'all growing up fast. Yeah, I'm 16. I haven't got my license yet. The road is too anxiety-inducing. I've been there, dude. I've been there. I remember whenever I first started driving, I was freaked the hell out every time I got on the road. I was so paranoid that I was going to slam into someone. I was going to get in a fender bender or, you know, ride into a ditch. And I've been driving for a few years now, and I've never been in an accident. The only time I've been in an accident was before I had my license. I ran my dad's truck into a ditch when I was like 14, I think. I would have been 14, I think. I ran my dad's truck into a ditch. No, I take that back. There was one time where I was driving my dad's truck and I turned too sharply and I hit the side of his work truck, or I pressed into the side of his work truck and put a big dent in the door of his truck. But when I'm in my car, I've never gotten in an accident in my car, which is why I prefer driving in a car, because you have more of an idea of how much space you're actually taking up, so it's less stressful. I can't drive trucks or SUVs or any of that stuff. I mean, I like them. I like those vehicles, but driving them is just a pain in the ass. Now, granted, since I've been driving cars more, I'm sure I could get used to it, but I have no desire to, because I like my car. It has enough storage space for me. It's nice to drive. The gas mileage is excellent. I love my Avalon. Best car I've ever had. It's the only car I've ever had, but it's the best car I've ever had. I legitimately love my car, and after I put so much work into it, it's fantastic. How bad was the motor in the Dyson DC-18 Slim? Yeah, it could be worse. The wind down is bad, but I'm almost wondering if that's even the motor, or if that's just the cyclone assembly. Maybe it's not the motor. Maybe the motor's fine. It sounded like the motor to me, but I haven't actually taken it apart. And I mean, you can see it. It's right there. I haven't touched it since the video, because I can't find my screwdriver. I can't find my Torx screwdriver to take the cyclone assembly apart and wash it. Can you run the T-Series? No! I'm sorry, what did I say? I said no! How many times do I have to say? I do not run random vacuums on stream for no reason, and I already ran it in my second to most recent video. I ran the T-Series. Come on. Find a DC-17. I may find one. There's one that's available on OfferUp, and I'm probably gonna snag it, because I asked like a professional vacuum repair company, and because they had a listing of a DC-25, and there was a blue DC-17 next to them. I'm like, hey, is that DC-17 still available? And I think they said it was, so I'm probably gonna buy that. I was on my way to Walmart to get to bleach, and some idiot in a minivan tried to turn with me next to him, then stopped on a green light while I was going 40 miles an hour, and I had to slam my brakes. Yeah, people are stupid. Geez, Buster, please be safe and careful. Yeah, precisely. I got to learn how to drive a car at 11, but I crashed into some bushes, and that scared me from driving for a while. That's understandable. You know, it's like a lot of sports cars, but Camaros and Mustangs are really nice. You know what I love? I love El Caminos. I don't know why. I'm not usually a fan of like older style, you know, that sort of cars, but I love El Caminos. You should get a fucking Tempo. I want a fucking Tempo. I want to get a Tempo or a wind tunnel, but I want to get the older one that has the headlight. Otherwise, what's the point? Which is better, DC 17 or 28? 17. The 28 has too many problems with it. Have you messaged a seller about the $4 roommate on eBay? Actually, no, I haven't done that yet. I did send him an offer for first for 50, then for 100, then for 120. And when I sent them the offer of 120, I said, "Hey, you're charging way too much for this. I can buy this brand new on Amazon right now for 130 bucks with free shipping." And this vacuum retailed for $100 when it was new. I said, 120 is the highest I can go. I think I said 110 actually, and he just denied it. Didn't even have the respect to respond to me. And I'm like, okay, well then fuck off. Then I'm not gonna buy your stupid, shitty, overpriced vacuum cleaner. What are you gonna do with the DC-18? Sorry, I just got here. I'm gonna clean it up. Because this is in worse condition than my 18. And I got a refund, so I got this thing for free, so I could sell this thing for $5 and make a profit. But what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna clean it up. I'm gonna try to make it not smell like dog piss anymore. And if I can get it to not smell like dog piss, and I can fix this stupid ass handle lock, because everything else is kind of minor. The cord I can clean up, the cyclone assembly I can hopefully clean up and get that stupid dog smell out of it, because it vacuumed just fine. Obviously it cleaned up some of those peanuts. So if I can just clean out the bin, replace the filters, clean out the hoses and all the ductwork and shit so it doesn't smell horrible, and then I can sell it. And maybe if I can fix the handle lock, then I can sell it for full price. If not, because I normally sell this for actually I sold I bought the DC-18, the other one for $100. I could sell this for $100, and then I basically got the other one for free. So if I'm able to do that, so I'm gonna try to sell for like 100. I'll probably sell it for like 150, and then if I can't fix the stupid handle lock, then I'll just sell it for 100. Do you ever consider bed bugs when buying used vacuums? I'm not really concerned with bed bugs. I'm concerned with roaches. Bed bugs don't really happen in vacuum cleaners. And besides, this one, clearly they cleaned it out. They just did a piss poor job of it. So, and now that this thing's been sitting here and I haven't been using it, and I've had enough time for the air to circulate, the room doesn't smell like dog piss anymore. So I probably should just put it outside, but I don't want someone to steal it. But so what was I saying? But yeah, the main thing I'll be worried about is roaches and fleas and stuff like that. But I always just make sure that obviously when you turn on the vacuum, anything that's in the ductwork is going to get sucked up into it. So unless it was like hiding in like a random other crevice of the vacuum, which doesn't really happen, then it's not really an issue. So glad to hear that. Yes, I believe he's thinking of getting Abyssal Sanitary. Yes. Fuck shark vacuums. They're fine. They're not great. How do you like the air purifier? Oh my god, it's wonderful. It's been sitting right here. Actually, that probably did a good job. Actually, now that I think about it, that's probably what helped got rid of the smell. But yeah, this air purifier is fantastic. Quit asking people to subscribe to your channel. Anyone who asks someone to subscribe to their channel is immediately getting blocked, or their comments are getting shut off, or not shut off, deleted. If you ask someone to watch your videos, that's one thing. But if you ask someone to subscribe, that just pisses me off, and I'm gonna delete your comments. Can we look at vacuums on OfferUp in a sec? Yeah, they suck, but roaches are better than bed bugs by a ton. Still gross, but not as bad. I disagree. But you're, trying to decipher between bed bugs and roaches is like trying to decipher between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. Same, I live my air purifier. I think you mean you love, but yes. I make the same mistake all the time. I always say live instead of love because my autocorrector is always drunk. But yeah. But yeah, I friggin' love this air purifier. It's so fantastic. Again, I feel bad because I missed out. I forgot what the name of the dude was who helped me find it, but I don't know if that dude's watching the stream. But shout out to you, man. This air purifier is great. I'm sure as hell not returning it. I love this thing, and I'm so glad I got it. I'm not a fan of spiders. As long as there are no spiders, I'm good. Really? You'd rather have roaches or bedbugs than spiders? Spiders kill roaches and bedbugs, right? Or I know they kill some other bugs. I don't know. I'm not a spiderologist. Small question: how rare is the Dyson DC-25 Blueprint? It's very rare. I just got a little Dyson canister at Goodwill. It is so cute. Oh, did you get the Dyson City? The DC-26? I think that's the smallest canister they made. Is a DC-26, which I do want I do want a DC-26, or maybe like a 21, either a 21 or a 26. I still have my Oric air purifier. Haven't used it for so long. Yeah, I would like to get an Oric or a Dyson air purifier, but those are really expensive. What is the best HEPA vacuum? What's your budget? I would say the best HEPA vacuum would probably be, I've never used one because I'm poor, but probably like the Sebo Windsor or the Miele. Probably the Miele would be the best for like filtration. And then second to that, like a Dyson or a Shark, like the higher end Dysons and Sharks have HEPA filters and decent quality sealed systems. Anything else, if it has a HEPA filter, it's pointless because it's not a sealed system, unless you use HEPA bags. Because a HEPA bag that has a good seal on the bag collar will do a pretty good job nonetheless. So if you get Abyssal Power Force or Powerlifter or CleanView bagged, and you get HEPA bags for them, which they're a pain in the ass to find right now, but if you get one of those for the price, you can't beat them filtration wise. For the price, I want to preface it, for the price, because people get pissed at me and they're like, "You're recommending a $50 Abyssal?" I'm like, yeah, no shit. The $900 vacuum is gonna be better than the $50 vacuum. Like you don't need to be a rocket surgeon to figure that out. But for the price, it's much better than anything else you're gonna get in the same price range, especially for bagless. Do not buy a cheap bagless vacuum. They're horrible. And if you absolutely will not listen to me and you have to buy a cheap bagless vacuum under $100, get an Elite Rewind or a Power Force Helix Turbo. The newer design of the Abyssal Power Force bagged is the worst. I like it. It's alright. I wish it had a headlight, but that's about it. Bedbugs and vampires and roaches are stinky. Yeah. For some reason the chat is not working and I can't see any messages. Try refreshing your YouTube. If not, then try restarting your device. Sorry to hear that, Gage. Yeah. Abyssal is good. Yeah. Precisely. It's good. It's fine. I got these birthday cake Kit Kats, and these are pretty nice. Because my birthday is less than a month from now. So this is really nice. So they have Kit Kat birthday cake. I got 2 of these, and I also got some birthday cake flavored cupcakes. So I'm going to eat these on my birthday. Because I think you're legally required to. Abyssal is a unique vacuum company. They have rises and falls similar to every vacuum company. Yeah, precisely. So, yeah. Is Abyssal even still American made? I thought they were bought out. Nope, they're still American. Well, they're not made in America. They're usually made in either Korea or China. All the new ones are made in China. A couple years, like a decade ago, they were made in Korea. But they are still built in America, I believe. And it's still American parts, and it's still an American-owned company. So they're kind of doing the same thing that Oric's doing, where it's like, Oric and Hoover, TTI in general, where it's American-made with globally outsourced components. So all the parts are made overseas and are outsourced, but they're built and manufactured domestically in the U.S., I think. I know Abyssal is. I don't know about. I think Oric is as well. and I believe Hoover is as well. I'm not sure about Dirt Devil. I think Dirt Devil may be some other company, some other country, I mean. But even though it's all still through TTI at this point. Um, Same thing with Vax. I don't know what's up with Vax. If Vax is built in the UK, I'm not sure. I tried refreshing my YouTube page. Chance, I hope you enjoy your birthday that's coming up. I hope so too. My goal for my birthday, or by my birthday, is I want to be able to have sort of a birthday party where I can actually invite friends over to my house and not have to worry about them stealing my shit. That's the goal, anyways. Hopefully, I'll be able to invite all my friends and my boyfriend and everything, and hopefully, it all goes well. And I'm hoping I have a boyfriend by then, but we'll see. Not trying to rush it though. Also, before I forget, sorry about your terrible DC-18 experience. I would have opened a can of whoop ass on that seller. Oh, I did. You didn't see the messages. If you're in my Discord server, you saw the messages that I sent to the seller. And I wasn't mean or anything. Like I wasn't trying to be rude. I just said, okay, this vacuum has this problem, this problem, this problem, this problem, this problem, this problem. These weren't disclosed in the listing. I want a refund. That's what I said. Which is just very cut and dry, to the point. This wasn't as advertised. I would like to return it for a full refund. And they eventually just sent me a refund to my PayPal of the full $160. It was like $159.27 or something stupid like that. And I got the vacuum for free in the end. So I got this piece of shit for free, and I'm gonna fix it up, sell it, and make back some of the time and energy that I wasted on. Plus, the video of me unboxing it will hopefully get some views, but I doubt it. So I may make, like, I don't know, $2 off of the video or something stupid like that. But hey, you know, it is what it is. I predicted this was going to happen with the other dude with the last DC-18 I had that had the chopped cord on it. I'm assuming that it would have been the same experience with that guy. So he probably just said, okay, he just going to want a refund anyway, so I better not give it to him. I'll just give him a refund and just cancel this crap, which is what he did. And I'm happy that the one that I got is working. From the local guy. One thing that's interesting is that the wheels on this are in better condition than my 18 because they don't have the scratches on them. So I'm wondering if I can just replace the wheels themselves and swap them between the two. Because then my other DC-18 would be almost perfect. So I'm wondering if I can just take the wheels off the sides and just pop them on the other 18. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to do more research on that. I've never repaired an 18 before. I've worked on 07s, 14s, 15s, 24s, 25s, 33s, pretty much all the common models, but I've never worked on an 18. I've never owned an 18. I've never seen I said this in the last video. I've never seen an 18 in person outside of a store before I got mine. So these 18s are pretty rare nowadays. Just like the 15s are. They're pretty rare nowadays. The 25s and 24s you can still find all over the place. Even though they're not obviously not in stores anymore, but secondhand you can find them a dime a dozen. So chance love will come to you. It will happen. Oh, I'm sure it will. I'm really hoping. I hope I don't jinx myself. I'm at Walmart right now. I'm using the Wi-Fi and I can't believe how good it is. Oh, damn. Hey, a guy in my alley is throwing away a blue Power Force bag. Should I get it? Yes, of course. Free vacuum. Go get it. Even if it's a piece of shit, it's free. How can you complain? Yes, you're right. Oryx, some Hoover, and Riccar, as well as Kirby, are made in the USA. Same with Bissell. Yep. I know Riccar and Simplicity are USA made. Riccar, or Simplicity, I believe, is made in my home state of Missouri. So that's pretty interesting. Or at least they were. I don't know if they still are. Let's see. Yeah, Kirby's USA as well. Yeah, most people would probably accept the Rad product fate, but people like you are honest and have good standards. Hey, I appreciate that. And look, I'll admit, you know, I'm just happy that I tested out those vacuums on this stream, because I would have been really upset if I had given that Power Force Compact to someone and it didn't work. Because I've had it, like with the Hoover Nanolight, I had an issue where I tested it out, used it, it was working fine, I sold it, and as soon as the girl bought it, the brush roll went dead. And, you know, I don't know if she hit something with it or if whatever, But she was just really, really, really upset, and because I always give people the benefit of the doubt because I understand mistakes happen. She was not doing that, so it's always you know even though I try to be my best to be nice and give other people the benefit of the doubt, a lot of people don't give me the same respect. So I just kind of have, which I know that people are like that, and I get it. If you've had a shitty experience, then you might not be inclined to give someone the benefit of the doubt because human beings are shit. But, she was like, "You scam me, you're a fraud, all this shit," which again, the vacuum I gave her was having issues, so I understood that, and I was like, "I'm sorry, ma'am. I will refund you. Give me the vacuum back, and I'll deal with it." And I could never get that brush roll to work again. I don't know what she did to it, or if she honestly didn't do anything to it, which I think is entirely possible. Maybe she broke it and she wanted me to deal with it, or maybe I legitimately did screw up and miss it. But either way, I eventually just smashed that nanolite because I actually smashed it with a bunch of friends of mine, and I have that video on my computer somewhere, and I never uploaded it. But so I just smashed it because I just it was like I literally sold it for like $10 or something like that, like $10 or $20. And she was like really upset because of all that, and I'm like, okay, with this the time that I've wasted in selling this is just like, I just got pissed at the thing, and it was having so many other issues, so I just chucked it. So some people have asked a while ago what happened to the Hoover Nanolite, and that's what happened to that. So it is in a dumpster somewhere, in pieces. So that's probably the worst experience that I ever had. Another issue was with the Shark. The Shark rotator powered lift away. I sold it to a girl for $100. Worked fine when I tested it, and she was like, "The brush roll doesn't work." And I was like, "What? How does that not work?" So eventually, and at the time, this is back whenever I had just gotten laid off from my last job, and I wasn't getting paid from YouTube yet. So the only money that I was making was from selling things. And this was the most recent sale that I made, and I had to like fill up my car and buy a couple things. So I had to spend the money. And then there was a period of like a month where she was like, "Hey, do you have the money yet?" And I legitimately just couldn't sell anything. I couldn't move anything. So I was out like $100 at the time, and I was trying to get it back to her, and finally I met up with her, and I was like, "I'm so sorry that I kept getting delayed, but I wanted to make sure that you knew what was going on throughout the entire step of the process, so you knew that I wasn't trying to rip you off or anything, but I understand, and I was like, "Hey, I understand your frustration. I fix so many of these vacuums that sometimes, human error happens, and I accidentally give one out that wasn't fully fixed." The issue is that there was another Shark that was the exact same model that I sold, and whenever, and I basically sold it to another person, and I didn't realize that I had sold that Shark. So whenever she went on a listing for a refurbished Shark, it was one that I hadn't refurbished. So when I gave it to her, it was a little bit dirty, but I didn't really notice because it wasn't that bad. But still, I said like, "Oh, I cleaned everything out and everything," and she's like, "Oh, it actually wasn't all that clean," and I'm like, "Sorry." So she said, "Oh, it's having issues where it's not as clean." She said the seal around the HEPA filter wasn't good, which yeah, that was true. But I mean, that is something where I think that's kind of like, you know, I wouldn't have cared if the seal was bad on that, because that's usually how I determine something. It's like, oh, would I care if I bought it and it was in this condition? But still, that is an issue. So if you don't like that, that's fine. And she said the brush roll wasn't working. So I said, "I'm sorry." I said, "If you want, I can give you a different one, or I can give you a refund." She's like, "I'd like a refund." Because normally I don't offer refunds. But if someone's having issues and I can tell they're legitimately just, done with it, I'll still give them a refund. You know, and I've had people scam me before. I don't do it on phones because people scam me on phones where they'll get it, they'll blacklist it, or they'll drop it and break it and try to get me to give them their money back. And Or there's like one time that a guy like threatened to assault me because the data card wasn't working that I included with the phone for free because I didn't need it, and he wanted me to refund the data card as well as the phone. And I'm like, dude, if you buy this brand new from Walmart, they won't give you a refund. Why would I give you a refund on this? Because I have no way of guaranteeing it because I'm not Straight Talk. I'm not the company. I can't warranty that. And but yeah, so anyways, so I ended up getting the vacuum back from her, and then I realized it was in the hard floor setting. So then I switched it. I switched to the carpet setting and turned it back, and the brush came right on. And so then I messaged her and I asked her, I was like, "Did you put this on the carpet setting when you said the brush wasn't working?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm sure I did." And I tried it again. Brush roll works perfectly. Tried it again. Brush roll works perfectly. Went back a few days later. Tried again. Brush roll works perfectly. So I'm pretty sure she just left it on the floor setting and thought the brush roll was broken. And somehow I didn't even think to ask her about that. Hey, did you make sure it was on this setting? Never crossed my mind. So, nevertheless, still because of the fact that it wasn't the cleanest. So I took that back, gave her a refund, and cleaned it all up. Made sure the brush roll was working. Used it for a bit. Did a review on it, I think. Did I do a review on it? I know I recorded one. I don't know if I uploaded it. And sold it off to someone else. And I sold it to another girl for $80. And so she gave me $80, the Dirt Devil Breeze, and the Hoover Wind Tunnel T-Series. And I was good with that. And she's been happy with it. She hasn't had any complaints about it. So in the end, it worked out. Especially since I got a Breeze, which I did want. So it worked out. Oh, Babo's here. I didn't even realize. A little elbow grease goes really a long way if you do have the time on your hands like I do. Yeah, precisely. I was a fan of the Nano Light. My mom and dad hates used vacuums, so I'm going to have to sneak them and act like it's one that I've had, but I already have a Rewind Plus. I buy super terrible vacuums. Like, honestly, they look brand new at the end of the day. I use wipes, cleaners, rags, and sometimes I use Magic Waste 3D. That's exactly what I do. I know, like, that Power Force Helix, when I got it, it was in awful condition. I know whenever I did the video on it recently, someone said, that looks like you just took it out of the box. Because I put my elbows into it. I put the work into it, and I make them look new. And I just sold that Power Force Helix today. That's $1,700. I just sold it to a girl for $35, and she's super happy with it because she just moved into a new apartment. She didn't have a vacuum. She was happy. So, and with that $35, I got myself some Wendy's. And I feel like dog shit, so I am not going to get Wendy. I'm not going to get fast food again for a while. At least that's the goal anyways. Unless Bappo and I hang out, then I'll get him some Wendy's. But if I'm alone, because eating fast food alone is a sad thing. In my opinion. Alrighty, so Rick Hoover used to have a Nano Light and I hated it. Cheap, ear-piercingly loud, and that filter's a hassle to clean. Amen. Hoover Wind Tunnel Max bagged vacuums are not bad. I know Performance Reviews did a review on the Wind Tunnel Max bagged. Well, he did the Max version and he did the normal version, I think. And they seem like pretty decent machines. Knowing they're Hoover and knowing that the brand is always good, I can easily recommend those Max machines, even never having used them. So they seem like good machines. Although, I would personally rather recommend the Powerlifter Pet if you're going to be looking for a machine in the $100-ish price range. Because I think the Powerlifter Pet is just going to be a better vacuum overall. Even though the build quality on the Hoover will be probably a little bit better, the difference in weight is pretty substantial considering the features that you're getting. So I would still recommend the Bissell. And the truth is, I think if Performance Reviews did a review on the Bag Power Force or on the Powerlifter Pet Bagged especially, because he did the review of the bagless version of that, the swivel, I think he'd like it. Probably wouldn't think it's great, obviously. Like, no shit, it's not going to be as good as a SIBO. But I know, there's some vacuums I actually kind of like, and then, some people are like, oh, it's a piece of shit. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. I mean, I've been fixing these vacuums for 14 years, and I have a little bit of experience underneath my belt, so I think I know what I'm talking about when I say they last a decent long amount of time if you take care of them, because I still have them. Maybe the motor's bad now. What did you get at Wendy's? I got a barbecue, a barbecue burger double, which was a mistake. I got a double, a medium, so with a medium mellow yellow and a medium fries, and a 6-piece nugget, and a Frosty. That was a bad idea. Yes, he did. He did do the wind tunnel mix. Yeah, he did both versions. And I would say that if you want like a machine in that budget space and you don't want to get the powerlifter because you prefer the little bit of build quality over the lightness, over the weight, get the wind tunnel. There's still some areas where the powerlifter has better build quality. The handles are a lot stronger, for example. I've seen handles break on those Hoovers all the time. Whereas the Bissells have actually been made, the newer Bissell style, like when I compared the 1398 and the 1739 handles, the 1739 is much, much better. The handle is rigid, it's firm, you can tell it's got a nice texture on it. They've clearly improved it. So I have a Dirt Devil Swift, same thing as a Breeze, just without a light. Yeah, I've seen the Swift before. I remember an old video where there were these, it was called like vacuum battles or something like that, and there were two like college age women, and they were doing a vacuum battle. It was 2009 vacuum battle. I know someone's gonna link me the video and be like, this is what you're talking about, as if I don't know what I'm talking about. But and there was these two women, and that one girl had a Dirt Devil Swift, and the other girl had a Bissell Cleanview 2, and they were just vacuuming. I don't remember which one won. I think the Bissell won. I could be wrong though. But yeah. Should I still get the Bissell even though it rained on? It's a free vacuum. Again, it's a free vacuum. I don't know why you're asking me. It's literally free. What do you have to lose? Like, it's a free vacuum. Take it. If it got rained on, let it sit out for a couple days and dry. That's it. Chances are the water didn't get into the motor, so it's probably fine. Yeah, just take any used vacuum that you get from the trash, you should take apart and wash all the parts on, or at least sanitize it. So ideally both, especially with what's going on right now. I don't think you can get corona from picking up a vacuum, but unless someone like sneezes on it like 2 seconds before you pick it up, that has corona. But yeah, so. What the hell what was I talking about? Just gonna kick. It's gonna fall. Maybe not. Oh, there it goes. Alrighty. Did you see my message about the Kirby Heritage 2? I did not. I haven't been on my phone in a bit. Let me grab it. Why do people keep asking me stupid questions? I mentioned that like someone was talking about me swapping the base on the 352-R, and it's on the unboxing video. They're like, "Which video is it?" And I'm like, "It's the demo video for this." They're like, "Which vacuum?" The one you're fucking commenting on. Literally, like, why do people keep asking me to link me them to link videos on my channel? It's like, you can Google them, or you can like look them up on YouTube. You can go through my channel and find it. It's like and so many people like on the Xbox video, the Red Ring of Death video, everyone's like, which error code is this? I'm like, you can type it into Google. Why are you asking me? In the video, I tell you, for the Xbox 360 Red Ring of Death, I say type the codes into Google. They will tell you what the error code is. There's a website that I linked in the description. This will tell you what the codes are. People ask me, which code is this? Pay attention. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to get angry. I just get tired of stupid fucking questions. It's like, I get it. I ask stupid questions too sometimes. So I'm perfectly okay with someone like, telling me if I ask stupid questions. But it's like, do something yourself. Hello, you beautiful man. You. I don't like getting upset because it makes me sad. Man, fuck depression. Seriously. I hate it. Compared to the performance of Windex. I found an Oric in the trash today, but the motor was dead. Also, I just realized something. My friend who wanted me to fix his Dyson, and he gave me the Power Force Compact and the Oric, and he wanted me to do a $70 repair on his Dyson. Like, you want me to do I would normally charge customers like $70 or $80 for a clutch replacement and a machine service. But because my friend gives me deals on stuff, and on that same day he gave me a deal with an Xbox 360, except the Oric that he gave me, that he said was a big deal because Orics are worth a lot, which is usually true, has no motor in it. The Power Force Compact has a dead motor, meaning those two vacuums that he gave me are both worthless. So the two vacuums he gave me to trade for the Dyson are worthless, minus the parts, which are worthless if you don't have the motor that works. So, not worth nothing in parts, but still, I'd be like, you know what? I'll still fix it for him because he gave me a good deal on an Xbox. The Xbox is fucking broken. The HDMI port's dead on it. No video through HDMI. If I want to use this Xbox, I have to hook it up through composite. The HDMI port is completely broken. So, I haven't worked on his Dyson yet. I have not. It is, well, no, it's over there. So, it's kind of working. I just need to, I wiped it down. It's kind of working. But I haven't done anything beyond that yet because, well, you really haven't paid. I got some games, but I paid I think I paid him like $55 for a few games and the Xbox. Because normally I think he wanted like 70, but I had like 55 on me, so he took off like $15 off of it. But again, the console's broken. So if the console's broken, then that means I just paid for the games. Well, and I guess you could argue the power cord for the console. Because the console didn't have a hard drive in it, and no controller, I don't think. No controller. So, the console's a brick. And, yeah. So that's why I'm not in a huge hurry to fix my friend's Dyson. because if I get some more vacuums off of him, even if it's not a whole lot, because yeah, it's an $80 repair, but he's given me deals on vacuums and stuff in the past. So I get that. Like if he finds a few more vacuums, whatever, I'll call it even, and I'll go ahead and fix his Dyson for him, because that clutch is a $40 part. 30, but if you round it up with after taxes and shit, that's $40. And that's for the part itself, that's not even for install. But since he gave me a good deal on a bunch of vacuums, if he gives me a vacuum that's worth $30, then yeah. And then like based on all the deals that I've gotten in the past, that pays for the labor that I'm putting into it. So yeah, I'd be fine with that. But right now it's like everything that you've given me during that same transaction, which was supposed to be for the fixing your Dyson, were all junk and didn't work. So yeah, and maybe you can make the argument that, oh well, the Powerverse Compact, you broke it, he didn't break it. I didn't even take it apart to the motor. I did not touch the motor at all in that. And I wasn't like rough with it before I took the motor out of it. So, or well, no, I not take the motor before I cleaned out the parts of it, like the brush roll and everything. Unless you're telling me that putting a belt on the motor spindle somehow killed the motor, which I've never seen happen before. So it's pretty clear that that was going to die, whether or not I cleaned out the other parts or not. So that was junk too. So I don't know how he didn't notice that Orc didn't have a motor or a bottom plate or anything on it. It's just a stick with a bag on it. I don't know how he didn't notice that, but whatever. But still, shit happens. So if I get some more vacuums off of him, we're good, and I'll repair the clutch for him for his Dyson, because he's given me plenty of deals and stuff in the past. So I'm not gonna be super picky about it. But it's only whenever everything that he gave me was dead, when it's kind of like, come on, man. Because the Xbox was dead and both the vacuums were dead. So. Anyways. Dang, I scarred a scrapper. Dang, I'm scared a scrapper is going to get it before me. Worst case scenario, usually what scrappers do is they'll just chop the cord off, and you are able to you are able to put a new cord on it. I mean, I did that with my Power Force. I put a new cord on it, and now it's like my outside, car detailing vacuum. Boppo, do you want me to take a look at the HDMI port on Xbox next time I hang out with you? Why the hell not? What are you doing this Saturday? Are you gonna be free this Saturday? Because if so, then probably plan for that. Because I'm assuming Saturday be the soonest day be the only day you'd be free. I'm assuming. But yeah, that Orc no motor is just a corpse now. It's not even a corpse, because it doesn't have a base plate. So it's like a corpse with no feet. So the only thing I was able to salvage from that Orc was the bag that was sitting in the back of it. Like in that little pocket in the back of the bag, the outer bag, whatever the hell you call it. So, which, I have like 6 of those with my other Oric, the CC bags. Yeah, I'm going to free this Saturday. Perfect. Just text me whenever, as soon as you're free, so that way whenever I'm free I can, because otherwise I'll probably like fall asleep, and I'll try to not sleep through halfway through the afternoon. So, alrighty, so what was I talking about? I just went on a big long rant. I've been ranting all over the place, man. It's been a day. It's actually been a pretty good day though. Like nothing really bad happened. Cause yeah, like that thing sucks, but like I got a refund. So who gives a shit? So, and I just threw out the box, but there's still some peanuts around. I'll have to clean those up later. This other Dyson is full of peanuts, full of packing peanuts. You can see there's some in the There's some like lodged in here. Look at that. Just hook that in there. I'm gonna sell that DC-07 original at some point probably. Since all the turquoise bits are faded, almost all of them, unless I can replace them. Actually, no, I still have the those other bits. Maybe I can swap them out. I don't know. Outer bag, yeah. I'm also pretty sure it has all the tools. My Kirby Heritage 2 got rained on because my tarp that was covering it kept flying off. It had broken parts and a homemade quartz. It was a lost cause and a waste of labor and money, so whatever. Packing peanuts are all over the place. Yeah. Packing peanuts are evil. You know what? I want to become president, and, like, I'm dead fucking serious. I want to become president, and I want to outlaw packing peanuts. I'd be like, you know what, this is America, so if you want to be a dick and use them to pack your packages, if you still got a bunch from them, that's fine. But companies, you're no longer allowed to make more packing peanuts. This is a dead industry. Shut it down. Just make bubble wrap instead. Bubble wrap is so much better. And if you want to make newspapers, sure, because that's much better. So, I'm gonna become fucking president. I'm gonna become fucking president, and I'm gonna outlaw packing peanuts. And I'm not saying that as a joke. I'm being serious. Like, when I run for president, ending the wars, end the corruption, Medicare for all, outlaw packing peanuts. Dead fucking serious. Dead fucking serious. Mark my words. If I run for president, I'm going to ban packing peanuts. Unless there's some reason that I'm not thinking about that says I can't ban them. I know there's some people are gonna get pissy at me like, you need to make you authoritarian deputy because you're outlawing packing peanuts. Fuck off. They're packing peanuts. Or just say that you have to replace packing peanuts with actual peanuts. Because you know what? If this thing was... Well, granted, actually, no. Because you wouldn't want to eat those because this thing smells like dog shit. But still, you could like feed them to birds or some shit. I don't know. I don't know why packing peanuts exist. Yeah, they exist to piss me off. That's why they exist. Everything exists solely to piss me off. That's how it works. And if you've ever been pissed off by those things, then they're solely designed to piss you off too. I'm getting tired of everyone's bullshit. I'm friggin' manic today, man. I'm all over the place. I'll put this... Where the fuck's the handle? Handles are all tangled. The unlawful nut, LMAO. Yep, precisely. Unlawful nut. Oh fuck, did I just like break the stair tool on this? Oh no, it's already like that. Yeah, stupid shit. Nose is all itchy. Most of my fire alarms came in newspapers and they were almost new condition. The only one that came in packing peanuts is my Gentex Commander 3, and that was a mess to clean. Yeah, precisely. Why they should be outlawed. Are you interested in a Dyson DC-04 All Floors Yellow Edition? I'm interested in any DC-04. I don't care what color it is. I'd ideally, like, I believe, did they make a blue DC-04? I know they made a blue DC-01, the Antarctica Solo. I don't know if they made they made the Distill. I want the Distill DC-04. But I mean, I'd be fine with any of them if I was gonna actually find one. What colors did the DC-04 come in? I forgot. There was a green one, there was a yellow one, there was a there was the Distill, there was a Zorbster that was purple. What other colors? There was a Constant Max. There was the commercial version that was like a pinkish orange. What else? I don't know. Pretty sure the most. Oh, and they had the yellow and purple, which was the absolute, which was the HEPA version. I probably want that one. I don't know. But a yellow one's fine too. Not like I can use it. I need to get a hold of Beko 1987, see if I can't just replace the stupid ass motors in a DC04 with one from American 07 or 14. And the plug too. And just turn it into an American cleaner. I should ask him. That'd be an interesting concept. Interesting thing to try. Because if I can do it, I'm going to do it. Because that'd be awesome. I mean, a DC04 isn't all that interesting. Because it's just like a half-assed 07 or 14. But an 03 or an 01, which is probably never going to happen, I doubt you can replace those parts with each other, especially the 03. Obviously, the 03 would never work, but the 01 maybe. If the 01 could use an 07 or 14 motor and cord, I'm importing an 01 because that would be fantastic. I would love to have a DC01. My grandparents have the Dyson DC04s, one yellow and the other one's purple, but the purple one does not have a brush roll housing that's completely trashed. Oh, that's not good. Well, I think you can still find those, though, can't you? You can still find parts for 04s? I thought so. I'm assuming you're in the UK or Australia or something for talking about DC04s. That's great. Oh, my goodness. Oh, someone say goodnight? Oh, goodnight. Yep, goodnight, vacuum dude. Half-assed 07 or 14. Yeah, well, exactly, because that's what it is. It's got the handle of an 07. It's got the tool setup of a 14. It's got I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. My grandma has a DC01 and it still works. Nice. My mom has a DC07 and it still works, but I would imagine the clutch is shot in it, and I would imagine the cyclone assembly is clogged with dust. But she probably doesn't know the difference. Nothing against her. My mom's smart and everything. It's just she just doesn't know vacuums. So it probably still has suction. So she probably just think, oh, it works fine. It probably needs a new. I would guess because she still has it. Last I checked. So if I see her again, I'm gonna refurbish the fuck out of that thing because that's my childhood Dyson. That's my childhood Dyson because she still has it. And you know, she's had it since 2006, and it's, according to her, it's still working. So if I see her again and she has that, which I don't think she'd ever get rid of it, but then again, she's gotten rid of my other vacuums in the past, so that wouldn't surprise me. But if she does still have it, then it's gonna need, she probably lost the attachments, so probably needs more attachments. Maybe not though. But it would need a new HEPA filter. It'd probably need a new pre-motor filter. It would need a new lower hose, or at least have it be rotated. It would need a new clutch. It would need a new the cyclone assembly to be cleaned out. Probably need a decent amount of work. That's pretty much all it would need, and then just a little wipe down should be good. Is a DC01 from 1997? I forgot. The DC01s they were around from I think 93 until 99, 2000-ish. I think the DC01 was discontinued in like 2002 or 3, something like that. So the DC01 ran for like 10 years. So that's why they're so ubiquitous, because they sold them forever. I remember even seeing some shops still selling 01s. And obviously not in person, but seeing videos of shops still selling 01s in like 2009. So I would imagine that Dyson, it's probably like a Big Lot scenario where they probably stopped making them, but then just overstock from all the years of 01s being sold and 04s and all that being liquidated to more budget stores for more budget machines. I wonder if there was any 01s that were made in Malaysia. I'm pretty sure by the time, because they moved to Malaysia in 2001. So there probably are some Malaysian 01s. I could be wrong though. I'd have to talk to one of the Dyson experts. Would you trade 2 Dyson DC04s for one of your Bissell newer Power Force Helixes? Would I trade 2 DC04s for one of my Power Force helixes. Of course I would. Hello, what did I miss? Oh, yeah. You didn't miss a whole lot. We're just kind of ranting about stupid shit. Alex Heacock says, fuck you, asshole. Hey, fuck you, too. Dang it. Craig LeBrick deleted him. I let him through because I thought, hey, this is funny. To quote Franklin Delano Roosevelt, I welcome their hatred. Ran out of mellow yellow. Anyways, I just got a Kirby Centria 2 delivered to me today for a total of $30. I could sell for around $300. You should try to sell them too. I've sold Kirby's in the past, dude. I've sold a ton of Kirby's. I cannot move Kirby's here. I cannot. Nobody here wants Kirby's. I can barely let them go for $30. Barely. I'm lucky if I can let them go for $30. You should try casting aluminum fan for the Auric or old Hoover direct air machines. That's my upcoming project. Oh, like making an aluminum fan? That's probably a good idea. So it'd be a lot more durable. My Pro Cup never came, but I got a Shark and a Rainbow. Why did you get the Pro Cup? Get the bagged. How would you go about trading these vacuums with me in person? Would be shipped them? Probably ship. I mean, because that's what I've been doing with Cameron for the Bissels. Are you serious? You want to ship me 2 DC-04s and I ship you Power Force Helix? You can probably find one there. You're what, in the UK? That's gonna actually no. That's. I don't want to trade with someone in the UK. That's gonna cost way too much to ship. I don't think OfferUp, and I always do it through OfferUp, and I don't think OfferUp exists in the UK or Australia, or especially Australia or something like that. I have a Distill that I changed the motor and the core from an 07, the one that does not have a clutch, and I live in the US. Ooh, you have a Distill? That's not. Really? I doubt that. That can't be real. I would like to own a DC-17. They're the best cleaning dice in Techman 5150. A lot of people tend to trade Kirby's or just give them to the vacuum store because they just don't want the... I love another vintage canister vacuum. I just fixed my Electrolux 502. Nice. I live in Sapulpa, Oklahoma. Oh. Oklahoma's, that's like a few states away, I think. I'm in Illinois. I mean, I don't know why you want to trade those, but if you really want to, that just seems kind of scammy to me. That doesn't sound right, honestly. It's sad some people hate Kirby vacuums. They really are one of the best vacuums I've used besides maybe a Sebo. I mean, I hate them too. I mean, they're good machines. They are good quality vacuums. I still hate them. Because, yeah, the 5 seconds while you're using them, they maneuver just fine. Then the moment you shut them off, they're incredibly heavy, they're incredibly cumbersome. They still have problems. I don't know why. I mean, they're just significantly overpriced. I would much rather... See, I give Sebos and Mila's shit for being expensive. For being, $700, $800, $900. I would much rather have one of those over a Kirby. Much rather have one of those over a Kirby. Kirby's do not deserve... It is insulting that they are expensive as they are. Kirby should be like $300-$400 vacuums. Because that's ultimately what they are. There is no excuse for them to cost more than $500 for any of them. Kirby's are heavy as hell. Oh my goodness, that is absolutely fabulous. Whenever I'm yawning, I sound black. Why did I say black? I meant to say gay. Getting my stupid minorities mixed up. There goes my monetization. Fuck. It's one of those days, man. This news, all the shit that's going on in the news is just pissing me off. all these people getting shot and all these riots and garbage happening, and this stupid virus isn't letting up. Everyone's pissed off at everyone, and only half of the people are actually right, but everyone thinks they're right. It's ridiculous. I have a love-hate relationship with my Kirby because it's so heavy, but it's very satisfying to use because of power. I don't think they're satisfying at all. Someone who basically said, "Ew, Arkansas dust," and I feel attacked. Check LMAO. It's a joke, man. I know. Obviously, you know it's a joke, but it's like, my cousin lives in Arkansas. Fayetteville is a beautiful place. Seriously, like I've thought about moving there. It's legitimately a beautiful place. Is anyone tired? I'm pretty damn tired. I'll tell you about that. Kirby's are heavy, awkward. The tech drive noise is annoying and complicated to work on. See, that's why I hate them. They're so annoying. Thus, I have a little canister I use to clean my house, and I use my central vac in the basement. I found myself not using the Kirby Sentry as much anymore, though I won't get rid of it. Yeah. My parents used to live in the UK when I was 12, and I loved the Distill so much that I convinced them to take it with us, and it was a fun project changing the motor and cord with my dad's help. That's kind of cool. That's really cool. I think the gays are the best people out there sometimes. I think you're right, man. I think you're right. When was the last time you've heard of gays being racist and being shitty cops and rioting and looting and killing people? When was the last time you've heard that? I'll wait. I've never heard that. Obviously, I'm not trying to... Obviously, I'm just joking to an extent. I mean, you know. I've never seen a gay guy do a school shooting or anything like that, or rob a bank or whatever. The only thing gays steal is hearts. And the straightness from some people sometimes. That's what happened to me. Let's see. Man, I can already see a dislike from PBZ. Who gives a shit? These cops deserve to burn in hell. I agree. Boom, we just got political. Bam! It cannot be an Intellitek stream without it getting at least a little bit political. That's another thing I hate about my Kirby's because of how loud it is. I tend to wear earmuffs when I use it. Yeah. Keep on shining bright, everyone. Yep. My Kirby Sentry is from 2007, but the tech drive still feels smooth, though it has a whine. Yeah. True, my boyfriend was confused. I helped him find out he's gay. Ha. Mine wasn't. I think mine used to be straight. Oh, he's not my boyfriend yet, but I know I used to think that I wasn't. It wasn't until very recently I was just kind of like, who gives a shit? It's fucking 2020. You got a problem, go fuck yourself. Oh, that's so sweet, Tectile. Yep, precisely. Did you get bullied for being gay? Because I am gay and I'm trans. I just ignore him. Funny story. Here's a funny story. The one time I was ever bullied for being gay, or at least it was rumored. It was like rumored that I was. And one of my classmates at the time from my gym class got like really angry. And, like in the gym class, he was like getting in my face saying that he was gonna, saying that like, fags like me deserve to be violently killed and shit like that. And it was funny because like he was like so like nonchalant, like he wasn't like angry really, he was just, but he also like wasn't joking either. Like you could tell he was being serious, but he also like was trying to like not cause attention because we were in gym class and we were dressing, so it was like all the other guys are right there, and literally everyone was like, dude, leave him the fuck alone, nobody gives a shit. And Like every single other person in the gym class, if they didn't just stay out of it, they were just they were like, dude, fuck off, leave Chance alone. He's not doing nothing. And um, and that's it. He was like, hey, he's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm gonna hire someone to kill you and all that shit. And I wasn't scared at all by him because he's a fucking pussy. But he was just, I was kind of amused by it. I was like, damn, first hate crime, hell yeah. And I mean, I didn't make a big fuss about it. I didn't even care, honestly. Like, I was just gonna move on with my day. And then another friend came up to me and was like, hey, I just told the principal, told the principal what happened because that was really fucked up. And like, uh, basically, like, after that happened, a few of the guys, some of them were my friends, some of them were just people that I knew from class. They were just like, hey man, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, I wasn't crying or nothing. I wasn't upset. I was just kind of like, whatever, fuck off, dude. And I was just kind of like, dude, you're this angry because of something that doesn't affect you? Like, that's really pathetic, dude. I'm like, how old are you? And you're still acting like this way? You're acting like a 6-year-old. Like, I'm not getting his face. I'm not being hostile or nothing. I'm just kind of just telling it like it is. And he's just getting super pissed off at me. And so I'm just like, fine, whatever. Fuck off, man. And I didn't give a shit, like this was at the beginning of class of gym class. I just went on the rest of my day. I didn't give a shit about it. I was telling some other people in class, but I wasn't like, ooh, feel sorry for me. I was just like, get a load of this pathetic dipshit, you know. What the hell I forgot his name. But and the reason that I was reminded of this is because that guy literally came to my house the other day because he works for the company that sprays in my house for bugs. So literally, and so it's kind of funny because he, along with one of the other guys who sprays for the bugs, he came into my room, at like 9 o'clock in the morning. He was like, "Hey, is it all right if we spray in here?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, that's fine." And I'm like half asleep. I'm laying in bed. I'm like half asleep, and this guy's like, "Hey, Chance," again, I forgot his name. It's like now I don't want to get it wrong, but and it's not important. But he's like, "Hey, Chance, how you doing?" I'm like, "I'm doing all right." Again, I'm like half asleep. I didn't even recognize him at first. So I was like, "Oh, I'm doing all right. How are you, man?" And like I knew I recognized him from school, but I didn't remember who he was. And it wasn't until he left. I'm like, "Take care, man," and until I realized that he was that guy. And the truth is, and here's the thing, is that um, after that, the principal or the principal or whoever called us both separately into the office. We explained the situation, and I said, I was like, I wasn't hostile at all towards him. He just got very upset because of it, and honestly, I wasn't even at all concerned about it. I mean, he said he made a lot of violent threats and all that stuff, but I personally didn't really take it seriously. And I was kind of like, it is what it is. This is the first time this happened to me, so like, I'm not really worried about it. And that was it. So then he got suspended for some shit or whatever. I forgot how long it was, but he got some sort of punishment for it. My school handled it very, very well. It was very quick. It was very professional. They got a bunch of testimonies, so they got the story correct. They reviewed the tapes and everything, so they had everything straight. And they handled it very, very well. It was very professional. It was very quick. At the time, I was already 18 at that time, so they didn't have to like tell my dad or anything. So I didn't really bother because the situation was resolved. So there's not really any reason to. And that was that. And just like a couple days later, because he was also in my English class at the time, we were already joking about it. Like we were just kind of like all buddies again, and it was no big deal. And he was kind of like, yeah, that like legitimately, like he was like, yeah, that was really stupid the way I acted. He's like that was really immature on my part. I shouldn't have acted that way. There's really no reason to, and you were right. And that was that. We shook on it. Well, didn't really hug it out, but he was respectful after that. We were pretty decent friends for like the rest of the year. Not like super close or anything, but we were cool, and that's it. It was no big deal. And I'm happy that happened, honestly, because if I had responded with hostility and I was like cussing him out and saying a bunch of nasty shit towards him,
he wouldn't have given a shit about what he said. But because I was nice, I was respectful, I approached the situation in a mature way, and I said, look, dude, there's no reason to act like this. I've never done anything to hurt you, man. I've been nothing but nice to you. Let's just forget about this. And that's what happened. So it worked out just fine. And I'm happy that it worked out that way, because that's the only time I ever had any issues with anyone discriminating against me. Now, if I was still in my old school back in Missouri, it would have been so much worse. It would have been so much worse. I had more people make fun of me for being gay there, and I wasn't even gay. So like it was hell. So I'm so glad that I live in the town that I live in. I'm so glad that my school is much better at just managing shit, and that the actual students and the faculty there are much better too. So I'm super happy that I was able to go to my most recent high school that I graduated from. And yeah, like that's honestly the worst story that I can tell, and it still had a really good ending, and it wasn't even that bad. Like nothing actually happened. I didn't get hurt or nothing. It was all just vague, empty platitudes. So it was fine. And I just find it funny how I guess that's kind of weird because now he knows where I live, but we're cool now, so who cares? I'm not worried about him. So, uh, you know, so that's cool. So we've been on good terms for the better part of at least a year now, even though I don't really talk to him anymore. But yeah, so that's like the one little sort of story with discrimination that I can really, yeah, it's not even discrimination. It was just like someone just being a dick for no reason. Um, Whatever. And the truth is, like, that's not even really like a stereotype or anything. Like, it was just kind of like you could have easily replaced the word, the F word with anything else, and like what he said would have been effectively the same. If he, because like I'm weak, I'm not a very strong person, so he could have said, "Oh, a weak person like you, I could pay someone to kill you or whatever." Whatever, it's no big deal. Um, it takes a lot. It takes a lot to honestly get underneath my skin nowadays. So, but yeah, and it still had a decent endings too, so that's good. So I thought that'd be an interesting story to tell. I probably missed a ton of stuff in the chat. Can you fix a stand on the 18? Probably. I was bullied for being gay. They smashed my phone. Yeah, you mentioned that. That really sucks, man. Sorry to hear that. I was bullied for being gay, yet I didn't let anyone bother me. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, me and I moved on from all the bullies. Vacuum facts. Oh yeah, vacuum facts is awful. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. Vacuum facts. Yeah, I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. People in my class hate them, but I ignore. My dad's homophobic. He's more accepting these days. Hopefully, it is kind of a generational thing. I mean, because there's been a lot of social progress in like the past, like ever since like the Clinton era, ever since like '92 up until like 2016, when Trump got elected. We saw a lot of social progress. And whenever you make a lot of social progress that fast, some people who are just legitimately terrified of that type of social change, they will get scared and they will fight back. I'm not saying that's right, because they shouldn't, because that's ultimately a very flawed way of thinking. But nevertheless, there are some people who are legitimately scared of it because they believe it's bad. And so they may respond violently or harshly because that's the only way that they feel that they're protecting what they know and what they're comfortable with. I get bullied a bunch back in grade school. It was little shrimp small back then, so it was small things. Probably my worst bully was back in middle school. The bully actually punched me in the gut. Yeah. Again, in this town, I've never had any issue with bullying. I've never been hit by anyone or anything like that. I think the most that I ever had was like people who would like. I think one time one person knocked my binder out of my hand, but I don't even remember if it was even on purpose. And if I can't remember whether or not it was on purpose, it was probably by accident. The bullying for the same thing lasted from August 2016 to December 2018. I was bullied every day nonstop back then. That sucks. She may not know. Who may not know? I had teachers who were big asshats to me when I was in third, fourth grade. I did too, in those same years. What are your thoughts on white cops killing innocent black people? I think those cops should be arrested and charged for murder, because that's exactly what they did. It's simple as that. I don't care that they are. I mean, it's one thing. Again, it's basic context. You see you see that clip. You see there's 3 officers pinning an innocent guy who they originally pulled over for a stop sign underneath his car and kneeling on his neck and suffocating him for multiple minutes in a row deliberately until he is no longer living. That is, I mean, that's homicide. There is no way to sugarcoat that. That's not self-defense. That's not protecting anyone. That's all it is. It's just murder. In that specific context, in that case, it's murder. And those 4 cops, the one who stood by and did nothing, needs to be dishonorably discharged at least. And at the bare minimum, the main 3 need to be fired, arrested, and charged with manslaughter. With aggravated manslaughter and first-degree murder. Period. Especially because the main guy who did it, the main guy who was actually kneeling on his neck, had been, from what I heard, had been indicted for multiple, not indicted, but had been, had committed multiple other crimes against minorities, various minorities, and they were open and shut cases in all of them, where he wasn't charged, he wasn't penalized for it, and I think that it's time that the karma has caught up to him, and I think, see, I don't believe in the death penalty at all, and that has nothing to do with, and that doesn't even have anything to do with, you know, well, number one, one reason I'm against the death penalty is it's ultimately hypocritical, because I don't see how, in any good sense, you can say it's bad that you murdered someone, so to prove how bad it is, we're going to do the same thing that we're punishing you for it being bad. So because murder is bad, we're going to murder you, because when a civilian does it, it's bad, but when the government does it, it's okay. That makes no sense to me. Regardless of how bad the crime is, to me that doesn't make any sense. At least if we're talking about just murder. If you're talking about like something crazy, you know what I mean, then sure, that argument can go out the window, because because then at that point you can see it as, okay, it's not a matter of being fair, it's a matter of this person clearly doesn't understand, they're clearly fucked up, and they're clearly never going to change, so we just need to eliminate this problem once and for all. Another reason I'm against the death penalty is because it's actually expensive, believe it or not. Cost of things like lethal injections and running electric chairs and stuff like that actually costs more on average than what it would cost to house and feed a prisoner for the rest of their lives. Which sounds ridiculous, which doesn't sound, almost doesn't make sense on the face value, but if the research has actually proven this, as far as like comparing the cost between the two, it actually does cost more to execute someone. So if your argument is taxpayer money, which is a fair argument, it's actually not relevant in this case, because taxpayer money actually would fund the prisoner more if you're actually killing them than if you're just housing and feeding them for a period of time. And also at that point, you don't have the possibility of rehabilitation. And the third thing is that 4% of the time we execute innocent people. So it's one thing if it was bulletproof is probably the wrong word to use in this context, but 4% of the time the government and the state is murdering innocent people for no reason. And I can't get behind that. That's the biggest reason why I can't support the death penalty in practice. Even if I support the death penalty in theory, I can't support it in practice, because 4% of the time the state murders innocent people. And if you're a small government, which I don't claim to be a small government person, I'm not a libertarian. I generally believe that government can help in certain instances and can hinder in other instances. I'm not just a blanket thing, government always is bad or government is always good. I'm not that way. I believe there's nuance. In that case, the government killing 4% of innocent people is bad and should not be tolerated. Again, if there was evidence that we've improved and gotten it to the point where it's virtually foolproof, maybe I could reconsider, but right now, especially right now, the data does not support that argument. Approximately 4% of the time, we are killing innocent people, and I don't think that if you're a person who believes in small government and libertarianism to any extent, that you should be okay with the government murdering innocent people, regardless of how many people it is. So, which again, if it's 4%, that's that's hundreds of thousands of people over an extended period of time. So, and, because there have been cases where people have been executed, and new evidence has come out in those cases where they were exonerated by DNA evidence. And if the person's in jail, you can at least release them and give them some sort of like severance for the fact that you just wrongfully jailed someone for an extended period of time, and give them some sort of like insurance plan to help get them back on track. Whereas if you murdered them, you can't exactly bring them back to life. So, at least again, there's that chance of rehabilitation. Or if they just straight up got it wrong, they can there's at least a possibility of making it right. What the hell was I talking about? I just went off on a big long tangent, didn't I? I was talking about the police officers getting death penalties. Yeah. Although honestly, like in the case of these officers, even though I'm against it, like if you want to just like tie them to a wood post and just take some bow and arrows and just let it rip, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Because like that can't be all that expensive, right? Like I think that executions can be more cost effective for sure. If you want to get rid of that argument, I mean, just tie them to a lamppost, and obviously all these officers have guns. Take their own gun. Take the gun off of them and just boop. And that's it. Be done with it. Oh, man, this chat just devolved to shit. I wonder how many dislikes this stream's gonna get after it's been uploaded for the police apologist videos, for like the anti-Black Lives Matter people. The hell did Thunderbolt do? Good night, Craig. Have a great night, dude. Good night, sweet dreams, you magical people. Yes. Well, and if the break easy fixes, Dyson collector every cost to get parts for old effects, saves a lot of money and buy Craig. Yeah. It's always good to fix stuff as opposed to replace it. It's always going to be more cost effective. And even if it's not more cost effective, it's less wasteful. There's no need for drama. Yep. This reminds me, my dad doesn't support humans' death for animals or people. He thinks it should just be a regular death instead of all these steps to keep it humane and painless. Yeah. Like all these like things they say, oh, the lethal injection, you don't feel it. Sure you don't. Do we have any like eyewitness testimony? No, because those people are dead. It's like, stop trying to pretend like any sort of execution is humane. It's not. Just wear it on your sleeve. Be like, yeah, we're fucking killing people. Deal with it. Yeah, they're gonna feel a lot of pain. Who cares? They're a piece of shit. Just like own up to it. If you're gonna have the death penalty, at least just own up to it and be like, yeah, we're kind of playing God here, but whatever. Just be honest at the very least. If you're gonna be a person who supports the death penalty, or if you're a person who actually administers it, just be honest about it, man. Like, can you at least do that if you're gonna support it? Like, at least be honest about it. We should use those cops as crash test dummies. Ooh, that's a good idea. Or choose them for experimentation. Well, my dad was talking about humane chicken farming and death. Okay, I'm back. And Caleb, you missed all the shit I was just talking about. I think they should electrocute chickens to stun them for skinning and stuff. Okay. I don't know. I'm not a expert on chickens. I mean, I like eating them. Do, 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 do. Do you mind if I share my bullying story? It's up to you. I'm about to probably sign off in a few minutes, anyways. Doggo. I like doggos. They're so cute. Doggo. Doggo. It's mainly PETA stuff me and my dad were discussing. He was just saying they get stunts, so they don't feel pain. Yeah. Alright, guys. I think I'm probably going to stop streaming in a couple minutes. What's your least favorite vacuum? I don't know. See y'all tomorrow and hope for good luck for the Bissell. Goodbye. Alright, guys. This is Intelitech Studios signing out. I'll see you guys in the next stream. And I hope y'all have a great rest of your night. I don't know why I'm going southern for some reason, but I am. I hope y'all have a great rest of your night. And I hope y'all take care and have a good one. And I will see you in the next stream. I will see you in the next stream and or video. And hopefully I will see you guys in the next one. I had a quail when I was 8. His name was Tony, and he just went missing. I want to know what happened to him. Aww. Hope Tony's alright. I'll see you guys. Doggo is stupid. No, Doggo is cute. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next stream and or video, and I hope y'all have a good one. Take care.